Hello, this is my video report for Lab 4. The purpose of this lab is to observe and measure the distance dependence of the magnetic field due to a small bar magnet and compare those measurements to the distance dependence predicted by the equations on and off magnetic fields derived from the Biot-Savart law. N is equal to negative 3.3231 and mu was found to be equal to 1.477, which is the magnetic dipole moment. Some of the important principles in this experiment is the Biot-Savart law, which describes the magnetic field generated by a constant electric current. We also have the magnetic field model of a dipole that's used, and the distance dependence formula of a barred magnet, with the equation on the right being the linearized form. So in our observed model, we have our initial conditions of the bar magnet and the magnetometer app on our phone. The system is the bar magnet and the surroundings is everything else. First, we oriented the phone so it's vertically perpendicular to the ruler with the bar magnet on one end of the ruler to see which position of the phone relative to the phone has the or we're seeing which position it has the strongest magnetic field. Then the same is done but horizontally perpendicular to the ruler. We use pieces of tape to mark the maximum y component and the minimum x component. So here's the data from the observed model, or from this first part of the experiment. Using the ruler, the on-axis distance from the bar to the magnetometer was found for each magnetic field model, or for each magnetic field value. And we utilized the distance formulas of a bar magnet in our Excel sheet and linearized those values to get the approximated plot on this graph. Here are the calculations from our data. With our linearized distance dependence equation, we can find n, which is the slope, negative 3.3231, and capital K, which is equal to e to the y-intercept, which we found to be 2.954 e negative 7. With both of these values known, we can find mu by equating the two formulas of finding the magnitudes of the magnetic field of a bar, and the magnetic dipole moment mu was found to be 1.477 ampere meters squared. For the second part of our experiment, we found the off-axis magnetic field of the bar magnet. First, we measured the on-axis distance from the bar magnet to the phone, where the net magnetic field read as 100 microteslas, and then we placed the phone in the vertical direction by that same measured distance and took down each component of the net magnetic field at that new location. The y component of the field was found by subtracting the Earth's contribution to that y component from the total y component of the magnetic field. Before moving on to the computation portion of the lab, here are some statements that describe what I observed. When the magnetometer was far away from the magnet, it measured a near zero magnetic field in the x direction, and as the magnetometer moved closer to the magnet, the measured x component of the magnetic field increased. So in our computational model, here are the initial conditions that we've set in our code. The magnet is represented by a cylinder at the origin, and I edited mu mag with the value we calculated from the first part of the experiment, which was mu equals to 1.477. With those variables set, we can create a function for the magnetic field where we applied the equation that was introduced in the principal slide, and this function allows us to find the magnetic field at any point relative to the position of the magnet. After that, I created arrows representing the magnetic field at 6 observation locations, 2 of which are on axis and 4 of them are perpendicular to that axis. Each of these arrows have a magnitude and direction. D-perp was set to be equal to 0.16733, which was in our data from our Excel sheet. I also found the electric field observed at the location that is 45 degrees on the x-axis, and this was done by using the magnetic field function that I showed earlier in dperp. So here are the results. The predicted magnetic field 45 degrees from the x-axis at distance d was found to be 5.57 e negative 6 for the x component and 1.67 e negative 5 in the y component. So some of the similarities and differences between the two models. For the magnitude of the off-axis field in the experimental model, it was found to be 6.38 e negative 5, and for the computational model, it was found to be 1.76 e negative 5. So the computational model is smaller than the experimental model, but both share the magnitude of like 10 to the negative 5 degree. Some of the assumptions made was that the bar magnet acts as the magnetic dipole to apply the Biot-Savart law, and we also neglected external forces in the computational model and the experimental model. Some possible sources of error, electronic or magnetic devices in the surroundings could have affected the readings, and the location of the magnetometer was not precisely found. So both of these could have skewed the data and affected our final results. So, in our discussion, what if we hadn't oriented the experiment to compensate for magnetic north and instead laid out the meter stick at some intermediate angle with respect to the Earth's magnetic field? The Earth's magnetic field would have interfered with the bar's magnetic field, making the results less accurate. And what if we stuck two identical magnets together end to end and run the experiment again? So, the magnitude of the magnetic field would likely double, but the direction would probably remain the same.